to this week's Ask Alexa version of Behind the Fiction. I'm Alexa Larberg.
And I'm Stephen Campbell, and this is the show where we discuss the books LMBPN is publishing this week. Alexa, we don't know a lot about some of these books, so we are winging it today. What's first up?
First up, we have the Solon Rye.
See, we don't even know how to pronounce it. That's how good this one is.
The Sully Ryan Conspiracy.
That's what we think it is. I've checked with the authors, C.M. Raymond and Ellie Barbant. For those of you who have been around the Arthurian universe for a long time, think back about a year and a half when the last Age of Magic book was released. This is the next Age of Magic book. So this is book 9 of the Age of Magic series. A lot of people are really excited about this. I would love to be able to give you the storyline for it, but we just don't have it yet. But it's coming next week, and we are really excited about that. Alexa, what's next?
Up next, we have Until Death, which is book 12 of the Lazarus Codex series.
Okay, so hopefully you're familiar with the Lazarus Codex series by now from E.A. Copen. This series is very popular. It's E.A. Copen's most popular series. In fact, we just published another book of hers earlier today, or earlier, well, it was last week because we're recording this on Thursday for next Monday, for the Judah Black novels. And in the author notes for that, she was talking about writing the Judah Black novels and the way the Lazarus Codex took off, and she needed to just keep writing those books. So we did just publish the Judah Black novels, which is 4 complete novels. Hopefully you're checking that out, or you have already checked it out. We talked about that a little bit last week, but Until Death is book 12 of the Lazarus Codex, and you're going to like it. Alexa, what's next?
Up next, we have Rosalyn 2.
And can I just say how impressed I am with my co-host today, because she has children underfoot today. And when the camera is not on her, when I'm talking, the camera's on me, she's scurrying around doing things with the kids to try and keep them quiet. So we may hear from them later as a special guest appearance. But Rosalyn 2 is, hopefully you've already read Rosalyn 1, which is a really fantastic PI series written by Eric Ugland. It's book 1, or volume 1, is six smallish books that tell the beginning of Ginger Mitchell's saga. Takes place in Portland. It is a really funny mystery series. And the second volume, the second of 3, is coming out this week. So if you haven't started with the first one, give that a go. It's a really quick, hard-hitting series, funny, great female protagonist, and I think you're going to really like it. Volume 2 is coming out this week, and in a couple of weeks we'll have Volume 3. Alexa, tell us about what's next, which is Arbitrator Die, Exceptional S. Beaufont, Book 2, and hopefully you've already pre-ordered this, because the pre-order has been so popular that it's a #1 ranked book in multiple categories as a pre-order, which, as you may remember from us talking with Saranofsky, is very rare. But this series has been super popular. Yes, very exciting. So tell us about it.
So in this book, dragons are almost extinct. Eggs are rare. The dragons alive are in danger, all because of one man. Thad Reinhard doesn't just listen to what I'm about to have to say.
Okay.
Ma'am, do not pour your goldfish out on the ground and then walk on them with your tennis shoes and crush them, please.
Okay, and that's a tip for all of you out there as well. Do not pour your goldfish on the ground and then walk on them and crush them with your tennis shoes.
I wish I could show you guys my floor right now. It's covered.
Well, we know what you'll be doing after this is over.
Okay.
So, back to it.
Back
We're on the clock here. Let's go.
Okay, so Thad Reinhard doesn't just want the Dragon Riders gone, because their role as adjudicators threatens his businesses. His grudge is personal, but there's one thing he didn't anticipate. S. Beaufont isn't like any Dragon Rider before. She is modern, she thinks differently, and she definitely doesn't look like a Dragon Rider. And when it comes to tackling challenges, Sophia uses New World thinking for Old World problems.
You know, I can't help thinking how much Sophia is like Saranofsky, because she's pretty modern and she definitely thinks differently.
That is true.
And
But
she,
that's probably why her book is #1 as a pre-order.
yes, and I think I can safely say that she doesn't look like a dragon rider.
What
So
does a
anyway,
dragon rider look like?
well, you've got to look on the cover and you'll see. Well, you'll see what a woman who doesn't look like a dragon rider looks like. All right, Alexa, what's next?
Up next, we have A Witch in a Hard Place, which is book 7 in the Witch Next Door series.
All right, and Lily and Romero are off on various adventures, and they're traveling around in a camper, one adventure after another, and people love this series. So if you haven't started it yet, it begins with book 1, One Witch Too Few. This is book 7, so you can see we've made a lot of progress. Alexa, what's next?
Pixels and Poltergeist, which is book 3 of the Penny and Boots series.
And this is from Amy Hopkins and Michael Anderle. First 2 books have been very popular. The third one, we expect to do really well. Hopefully you're already into this series. It's being released simultaneously with our next book, Paranormal University Third Semester, from Jace Mitchell and Michael Anderle. So these books take place in the same universe on different sides of the country. They're academy stories, and hopefully you're into this. So Alexa, I'm going to turn the rest of the show over to you. What do we have coming this week on audio?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, maybe what we could do is record the sound of children walking across goldfish on your floor.
Yep. I also want you to know that I vacuum my floor probably like 5 times a day because they crunch things across the floor. I guess they like the noise.
And with that, we are going to leave you because none of us want to hear that. So thank you for listening. We will be back in your ear again next Monday.
All right. See you then. Thanks, Steve.
Bye. Bye.